Jinger Duggar shares selfies from Jana Duggar's Arkansas wedding. Lots of sweet time with family. The good times of Jana Duggar and Stephen Wissmann's wedding continue to roll, with younger sister Jinger Duggar posting a string of selfies from the happy occasion. Jinger, 30, took to social media on Sunday, September 1st, to share some of her favorite memories from her big sister's wedding, which took place in Arkansas on August 15th. Posting a carousel of snaps, professional photos and a video via Instagram, Jinger reflected fondly on the major family event. "We celebrated the happy couple at Jana Duggar and at Stephen Wissmann, enjoyed lots of sweet time with family and friends and ate lots of delicious food. Until next time AR, red heart," Jinger captioned the post. The carousel featured selfies of Jinger alongside the bride, 34, her mother, Michelle Duggar, her brother Joseph Duggar, her sister Jill Duggar, and several other siblings, family members and friends. It also included photos of Jana and Wissmann, 31, sharing a kiss and posing with Jinger and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo. Jana and Wissmann married 2 months after getting engaged. They tied the knot in front of 500 guests at Arkansas's The Grand at Willow Springs, as Jessa Duggar Seawald served as Jana's maid of honor, and bridesmaids included Jinger and her fellow sisters Joanna Forsyth, Johanna Duggar and Jordan Duggar, as well as Jana's sister-in-law, Abby Duggar. Jana, whose family rose to fame through the reality TV series 19 Kids and Counting, told People 2 days before the wedding took place, "I think it is one of those things that all girls envision someday. For me, it felt like, okay, it's never coming. But now it's starting to sink in. Reality is starting to set in. And I'm like, wow, this truly is something that I've dreamed of. And just to see it coming about is incredible and kind of hard to believe. It's a dream come true." As the Duggar children's young families continue to flourish, Jinger hinted during the Wednesday, August 28th, episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast that she is keen to add to her brood. Jinger and Vuolo, 36, already share 2 daughters, Felicity, 6, and Evangeline, 3. "That would be fantastic," Jinger said while answering fan questions on the podcast. "If we had another kid, had twins, I'd be down for it." Jinger reflected further on her brother Jedidiah Duggar and his wife, Katie Duggar, announcing in July that they are expecting twin girls. "I feel like it would be a lot of work initially, but then you also it's a faster way to have babies." Jinger and Vuolo were first linked in 2015 before getting engaged the following year. Just a few months after announcing their engagement, the pair married in an Arkansas ceremony in November 2016. Counting on, fans swoon over Jinger Duggar's photo with Soundman Jim at Jana's wedding. Jana Duggar and Stephen Wissmann married on August 15th, but new photos of their nuptials are still trickling in on social media. Most recently, Jana's younger sister, Jinger Duggar Vuolo, shared a photo dump from the big day. And 19 Kids and Counting on fans could hardly contain their excitement over seeing Soundman Jim and other OG members of the Duggars' camera and sound crew. As a refresher, 19 Kids and Counting aired on TLC from 2008 to 2015. The show was suspended when Jim Bob and Michelle's eldest son Josh's scandal, involving inappropriately touching 5 girls, including some of his sisters, came to light. Later in 2015, the series relaunched under a new name, Counting On, before it was cancelled in 2021 following Josh's arrest for child pornography charges. Jinger Duggar finally shared photos from Jana's wedding on Instagram. On September 1st, more than 2 weeks after Jana said, "I do," Jinger posted a photo dump from her sister's wedding via Instagram. "We celebrated the happy couple at Jana Duggar and at Stephen Wissmann, enjoyed lots of sweet time with family and friends and ate lots of delicious food," she wrote. "Until next time AR, hard." Her pictures included shots with the bride and groom, many of her siblings and more. The featured photo in Jinger's post was a selfie with the blushing bride. In the second snap, Jinger, her husband, Jeremy, their daughters Felicity, 6, and Evangeline, 3, posed with Jana and Stephen, with the kids' faces blurred out, of course. Other images showed Jinger smiling next to various siblings and her mother, in addition to group shots of the wedding party and a clip of her family at Cracker Barrel. In the comments, many fans immediately recognized Soundman Jim Goodwin. Many commenters honed in on one photo in particular showing Jinger posing with Jim Goodwin, a soundman who worked closely with the Duggar family for their TLC series from 2008 to 2019. Additionally, John Roden, a camera operator for the show, in the black hat, appeared in the carousel of pictures. Possibly a third member of the show's crew, the seventh photo, attended Jana's wedding, too. Soundman Jim being their face holding back tears, one Instagram user wrote, while another commented, the cameraman face holding back tears, face holding back tears. Jim. How sweet to see him, red heart, a second fan echoed. I love how some of the TLC video guys were invited, someone else shared. You all grew up with a few through the years. Meanwhile, someone else commented, wait, the OG production, sound folks were there, so cool. Others couldn't believe how big Josie had gotten. Other Duggar fans were floored over how grown-up Jim Bob and Michelle's youngest child, Josie, 14, was. One Instagram user wrote, is the small girl Josie? I haven't seen her in forever. Another declared, Josie looks so grown up, smiling face. Yet another fan shared, I can't get over how big Josie got. Such nice pics of you all. Meanwhile, fans also adored the shot of Jinger with her sister, Jill. In recent years, Jill has become estranged from many of her family members. So fans were thrilled to see Jinger and Jill smiling together in the photo dump. One Instagram user commented, such a sweet photo of you and a Jill Dillard. White heart, so great that you two have each other. And someone else echoed, so happy to see you with a Jill Dillard. How Jana Duggar broke courtship rules with husband Steven Wissmann. Jana Duggar, one of the many Duggar children, has recently been highlighted for breaking a few of the family's well-known courtship rules. According to Us Weekly, the Counting On star shared a video that captures the early stages of her romance with her now husband, Steven Wissmann, including a surprise visit to him at work. In the video, Duggar and two of her younger sisters make a trip to Nebraska to meet Steven. Although Wissmann is referred to as her boyfriend in the video, the nature of their relationship seems clear. The footage reveals that Duggar didn't strictly follow the family courtship guidelines. As seen in the clip, Duggar and Wissmann run towards each other and share a front-facing hug. They are also shown holding hands while driving, and Duggar is spotted wearing jeans. All actions that deviate from the Duggar family's reported courtship rules enforced by parents Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Us Weekly reports that these rules typically include dating with chaperones, avoiding hand-holding or public displays of affection, and greeting each other with side hugs only. While these guidelines might seem unusual to some, they have been long-standing traditions within the Duggar household. The couple tied the knot earlier this summer, making Jana the 12th Duggar sibling to get married. In an exclusive with People, she expressed her joy and disbelief at finally experiencing her dream wedding. For me, it felt like, okay, it's never coming, but now it's starting to sink in. Reality is starting to set in. And I'm like, wow, this truly is something that I've dreamed of. And just to see it coming about is incredible and kind of hard to believe. It's a dream come true, Duggar told the outlet. Jana has since moved to Nebraska, joining Wissmann at his home. The couple had been friends for a long time before their wedding, and there is already a family connection as Jeremiah Duggar is married to Wissmann's sister, Hannah. How Jana Duggar broke her family's courtship rules with husband Steven Wissmann. The latest Duggar to get married is also the latest to go against the family rulebook. Jana Duggar is the latest of the many Duggar children to break a few of the rules for courtship onlookers have expected from the family. According to Us Weekly, the Counting On star shared a video capturing the early days of their romance, including a video of her surprising him at work. In the clip, Duggar and two of her younger sisters drive to Nebraska to meet with her now husband Steven Wissmann. The video still calls him her boyfriend, but the surprise was intact. It also shows that the Duggar daughter isn't following the rules at this point. In the clip, both run toward each other and embrace in a front-facing hug. They hold hands while driving and Duggar is even wearing jeans in the clip, all going against the reported courtship rules under Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. According to Us Weekly, this includes dates with chaperones, no hand-holding or public displays of affection, and only greeting with side hugs. The idea that there are differences in hugs might be hard for some to comprehend, but we're here in 2024 America. Duggar and Wissmann were married earlier in the summer, making her the 12th Duggar sibling to walk the aisle. She gushed about the moment with People, saying she had dreamed of the moment. For me, it felt like, okay, it's never coming, but now it's starting to sink in. Reality is starting to set in. And I'm like, wow, this truly is something that I've dreamed of. And just to see it coming about is incredible and kind of hard to believe. It's a dream come true, Duggar told the outlet. Duggar has since relocated to Wissmann's home in Nebraska. The pair had been longtime friends before the wedding, with Jeremiah Duggar already married into the clan with Wissmann's sister, Hannah.